Good morning, traders. It's Chris from the DAX30.co.uk. This is the DAX30 trading community. We also look at FTSE and DOW as well. This is the website. Come visit that. The menu over here will allow you access to various pages and tools and resources that you can use. And if you wanted to find out more information, you can reach me on the various social media links down here or up there. Okay, now if you are a member already, a premium member or a gold member, log into your account by /account in the top, and you'll be able to get access to this swing trading course. This will help answer any of the questions you might have around terminology and techniques and the tools that I'm explaining in these videos. It's pretty comprehensive. It's a video course. I'll be constantly adding new material to this, and it will be flashed out to be more and more comprehensive as time goes on. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at the charts. We're going to take a start with the Dow. Okay. I'm looking to start with the Dow because if you remember the video from yesterday, I talked about this profile being very jagged, just a typical part of a trending day. And what we found is we started up above the value area and price traded sideways pretty much for the majority of the session. There's only one little area that it broke back inside but failed to get anywhere near the point of control before closing pretty much in the area that it had been trading with majority of the morning. The bit that was interesting for me was the fact that what you'll find often in moves, waves, is you can break them into two parts. So a wide move down, for example, can be split into two parts. You normally have the first move and then the second move, okay, which completes the overall move. And in the middle of that move, you'll often find some sort of balance point. And in this example, there's a zigzag that's here, and you can just about see it there. Now that's interesting because when you get a break below this area here, you can look to trade that all the way down to the extension. And that is exactly what happened yesterday. So it was a really, really nice example where you had that first move here. And then when it breaks to the downside, it was quite comfortably able to reach the target for that one there. All right, so that was a nice example of a zigzag move. And that was the main point of interest from yesterday on the Dow. As far as today is concerned, we've actually opened up inside the value area of yesterday's price action. It's a relatively mild day as far as range is concerned, even though it's still good, nearly 400 points. But compared to what it did the day before, it was relatively mild. So inside the value area, we've tested the value area low. We haven't quite taken out the point of control, but it looks like it was wanting to trade sideways for the moment. We were starting to form this kind of bearish trend. 25,678 was the level that I was drawing out, continuing to remain bearish below that. We've taken that out. We're now above it. So it just points to either a test of the point of control or perhaps a ranging day today until this afternoon session. So we'll keep an eye out on that. All right, let's have a look at the DAX. Okay, the DAX started off up above the value area. It had an attempt to break higher, but was immediately slapped back down with an engulfing candle. And we created this mini impulse wave lower. Okay, so there we had this kind of AB leg here. And then we had this trio of dojis and spinning tops creating a range. And you can often use a breakout of those areas, which then created this second impulse wave, similar to the previous one, a CD trade there. And at this point, we were trading inside the value area, looking to perhaps go to test the value area low, as we'd already taken out the point of control and stayed below it. We didn't quite get down as far as that, but what we did find here was this fork actually came from an action center reaction line set that I originally started things off with. And they're generally very, very similar, very closely connected. You can put a fork over an action center reaction line set and the lines will go over each other. So this is the second half of what I was talking about. But the A line is nice, a couple of touches on here, bit of a cut through there, but it still gets some respect. And the BC line is very, very closely following price action. We then had a peel away from the upper median line parallel as price then gave the opportunity to short down to the median line, tagged it there, kind of fairly long-legged doji, turned it around into the second or the latter part of the evening session. Now, as far as today is concerned, we started up below the value area low. We've taken out all of the key levels there, value area low, the point of control, and the value area high, and we're looking now to probably retrace back towards some sort of balance. So we've got a relatively wide IB from the highs and lows of the day today. We'll have a look and see whether we get a breakout of those levels to suggest some kind of momentum in that direction, or whether we're just going to have a simple ranging day again on this one and consolidate somewhere in that value area. It'll be good to take a look into that. Now, I'm going to have a look and see where there are some exposed points of control. Let's go and take a look at that chart quick. Okay, so there are two, but they're not particularly close. We've got one down here, what looks to be 11,601, I believe. Just so happens to be the point of control of this composite value area, which I've got on here as well from October. And we've got another one up there at 12,146. So if we do break higher and take out yesterday's high, I'd like to see us go and test the higher value area, the higher volume area, shall I say, up here around about the 950. Whether it be today or tomorrow, difficult to say. And if we can take out the value area high of this composite profile at around about 12,000, then it opens up the door towards taking out that 12,146 point of control. Okay, and that leaves us with FTSE. So FTSE yesterday, similar to the DAX and the DOW, was above the value area high, and it took a quick run down towards that zone, that value area high. It missed it on the first attempt, but it got it on the second and was rejected there. And what I've noticed here is this band that I've drawn here is a line of very passive but quite influential selling. And so you can see the buying pressure is just being absorbed by that zone. So there is definitely something accumulating perhaps there, or there is just a lot of people looking to use that level to hammer price down. So the longer that door gets knocked, the more interesting this development becomes. But right now, we had a gap lower this morning. We've taken out the point of control and the value area low. And if we manage to break the high of today, we're going to run straight into that zone one more time. So I'd like to see whether or not we do manage to break through that passive selling and break through the absorption. Because if we do, I'm sure a lot of people are looking at this as a head and shoulders pattern, and that could offer a move if it completes all the way up towards the 71.45 level, which would be quite significant. So we'll keep an eye on that. And lastly, we'll just take a look at the signals. So the signals yesterday, the main success ones came from the VWAP scanner. And there it is. The VWAP scanner yesterday was pretty good. There were some good signals that came from this because the trends were broken. The other day, they weren't very good because in the bullish trend, there was no signal that price was looking to revert back towards the mean, but yesterday there was. And what I mean by that is you had a couple of signals down here, and you'll notice that as price tells you to go long, you're looking for the trend to be broken. And so the first example of that would have been here, as you've got these series of lower lows, lower highs, and then they're broken. And then that gives you an opportunity to trade up towards VWAP. So that would have been a 30, 40 point scalp there. And then these ones, the signals come, but you're not actually breaking out of a trend until here. And that's the situation that will allow you to get along up towards VWAP. So there were two chances to get long there mid-afternoon, and there was also a chance to get short. So as this bullish mini trend was broken, you could have taken a short off one of those signals down towards VWAP again. Good sort of 15, 20, 30 points for a scalp there. So that was the VWAP scanner. Nice and simple, that tool. But the main success story was really the breakouts. And there was one winner, one loser, and one break even, which doesn't sound like it's a success. But with good management on your reward to risk, this is how you will make it pay. Your loser will lose you, let's say, 1% of your account, but your winners will gain you 3% of your account. So if you win one and lose one, you're going to be up. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. So this was the FTSE. There was a short here and an entry to get short there. Stop loss up here. That was taken out pretty quickly. Did run on down, but not as far as we would have liked it to. But that was the stop loss on FTSE. Euro stocks was one that did work out, and the entry was there. So it was an entry short, 32.65.6, and the target was 32.42, 3 to 1, and the risk wasn't even tested. So it was a nice trade, 3% added to the account. And the DAX, similar to the Euro stocks, it was a short as well, and it was, there we go, 11.753 with a stop loss at 7.99, looking to target 6.15, but unfortunately didn't get that far, and we were stopped out of break even up here. So one of those things. So one winner, one loser, one break even, but overall it was plus 2%. Plus the VWAP scanner did provide some nice scalping opportunities as well. You get access to these as a member, and I broadcast this during the day, so you can just get into the charts, and they are available for you. And if you want more information on that, send me a message on Telegram, and I will give you all the information that you need. Otherwise, go to the website, thedaxtrader.co.uk. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe by clicking the face, and like, share, comment, send any feedback that you've got, anything specific that you want to look for. Have a look at some of the other videos, visit the website, thedaxtrader.co.uk, and make sure you come to the webinar, because that's where the majority of the technical stuff is discussed in the morning. All right, guys, have a great trading day. Good luck. Take care. See you later.